tournament just 3 days away, the Cal With the Wack tournament just 3 days away, the Cal State Bakersfield With the Wack tournament just 3 days away, the Cal State Bakersfield Roadrunners bring their tournament hopes and dreams into Phoenix to take on the Lopes. Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the GCU Soccer Stadium on this final day of Wack regular season conference play. I'm Kyle Borg alongside Montana Lambden. And Montana, the last time the Lopes were here at home, they took on Chicago State.
And wow, Kyle, what a memorable game that was, shutting out the Cougars 5-0. Cameron Larson scoring 2 goals in a single matchup, and then Danny Babb, with it only being her 3rd game back in the lineup, scored her first ever career hat trick. Wow. And looking back at the season, from watching them from the very beginning until now, the growth from these 14 freshmen has been immaculate. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to bring throughout their entire GCU career here.
And with the Wack tournament starting on Wednesday up in Seattle, what do the Lopes have to do to make a difference and to bring home a Wack title?
Well, the Lopes are going to be towards the bottom of the seed going into the tournament, but we've seen this from them before. Their preseason was definitely difficult for them, struggling a bit, but as soon as conference play started, they turned things around, and they're going to need to bring their A game going into the Wack tournament.
And the Lopes have already punched their ticket to Seattle. Will the Roadrunners be joining them? There's only one way to find out. Kickoff is right around the corner, right here on GCU TV.
Part of my motivation of becoming a doctoral learner was so I could immediately start using the information that I was learning in the courses as a tennis coach here for my student athletes. I think that it set a good example for those around me to know that things can be accomplished. My name is Greg Prudhomme, and I just defended my dissertation to earn a degree in performance psychology.
There's a thunder in all of us. Come find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the GCU Soccer Stadium for the final regular season matchup of the season between the Grand Canyon University Lopes and the California State University Bakersfield Roadrunners. I'm Kyle Borg alongside Montana Lambden. And Montana, we'll go ahead and get right to it. What do the Lopes have to do here tonight to win this game with this Anderson Ford? 3 keys to the game.
Well, Kyle, tonight is send-off Saturday. This is the final home game here at GCU Stadium. So we're going to send the fans and the energy here getting pumped to fly out to Seattle next weekend for the Wack tournament. The girls are wanting to leave a 2019 season impact tonight. The next key to the game tonight is going to be finish it with a win. Cal State University Bakersfield is going to want to win or tie this game more than anything to secure their spot for the Wack tournament next week. Therefore, the energy and aggression you should see from them tonight is going to give the Lopes squad a preview of the type of matches every single game in the tournament is going to be like. Every team in Seattle is going to bring it, and everyone's fighting for that conference title. Tonight's going to be the practice match that the girls are going to need to adjust. And the last key to the game tonight is going to be passion and purpose. Tonight's an exciting game for the girls. They have an opportunity to take it all in and look back on their entire season. You can look to see passion in their eyes tonight, and it's going to fulfill their purpose on the field.
Absolutely, as kickoff has just happened as JC Ironshad will take it. The Lopes are going to turn it over in the first 5 seconds. Bakersfield is going to get a throw, and the Lopes in the black jerseys today with Lauren Garthwaite wearing the red goalkeeper jersey. Bakersfield in the white, and their goalkeeper, Andrea Neves, is in the pink jersey with the blue stripes going all the way around it. And Montana, you mentioned in your keys to the game that positioning Bakersfield would like. It's going to be a little bit tougher for them now after New Mexico State was able to win their game 3-1 over UTRGV just minutes before kickoff in this one. That one was able to wrap up down in Texas, and so with a Lopes win, New Mexico State would be in the Wack tournament, and with a tie or a Bakersfield win, the Runners would also be joining the Lopes up in Seattle on Wednesday. And we will go ahead, take a look at the starting lineups. First for the visiting California State Bakersfield Road Runners, it is number 2, Gina Bostrom, number 4, Ariana Harvey, number 6, Sophie Freeman, number 7, Jaden Skinner, as that one's thrown in by the Road Runners deep into the box, and the Lopes are able to clear it away. Number 8, Dome Rodriguez, number 10, Chelsea Duran, number 11, Dana Neff, number 12, Caitlin Gotchin, number 20, Esther Toth, and number 26, Jasmine Bowman. And as aforementioned, number 1 in the goal for the Runners is Andrea Neves. And for Neves on the season, she has given up 25 goals. She's averaging 1.48 goals given up a game. She has 61 saves. She's saving the ball at 70%. She is 8-1 on the season with 1 shutout, as the Road Runners are now threatening in Lopes territory, but that one's going to be quickly double teamed and taken away by the Lopes, and now they will look to counter quickly. They'll play that one on the outside and then look to play it up for Danny Babb. She's going to be able to run it down. Babb has a 1-on-2. She cuts back to the middle. Babb looking to feed the middle. It'll be controlled by Belzer, and then a shot taken. The first shot of the game by J.C. Ironshad is going to be right into the hands of Andrea Neves.
Danny Babb is not someone that Bakersfield is going to want to get the ball tonight. Last game at home, she got her first ever career hat trick, and then their previous home game, she got her first ever collegiate goal. So coming off an injury, she has already made a huge impact on the season, only playing the second half. Looking to see what she's going to do tonight.
And the Lopes starters tonight as Bakersfield quickly counter-attacking. That one's going to be played into the corner. Roberts looking to run it down. She'll clear it away. Lopes starters are J.C. Ironshad, Emma Anderson, Danny Babb, Cameron Larson, Sandra Hill, Sophia Roberts, Hannah Edwards, Perry Belzer, Tyler Ferguson, and Haley Bostard. And in the goal, as always, is number 1, Lauren Garthwaite. She has given up 29 goals on the season. She's giving up 1.71 goals a game. She has 88 saves, which ranks 7th in the country, as Bakersfield set up for a long throw, but will instead play it short and then look to play one in. And that one's going to go out of bounds, and Garthwaite will get her first goal kick of the night, and finishing her stat line, she has a 75% save percentage. She is 4-12-1 on the season with a pair of shutouts, looking to add a 3rd shutout here this evening to her total. So Garthwaite gets the Lopes back underway, as that one intended for Cameron Larson, but then headed away as Sophia Roberts almost came away with it. And now Bakersfield looking to pick it back up on the Lopes defensive end near the 18-yard box. It'll be cleared away for a moment out of bounds. That's going to go off the Lopes last, says the assistant referee on that far side. And now California State Bakersfield is going to get another throw in down near that corner flag.
You can take another look here. The ball going just outside.
Setting up that long throw, and again, this time they will go into the box, be near that near post, and then headed away by GCU. Bakersfield has to take it all the way back. That one gets around Cameron Larson, and now back to midfield as Bakersfield will look to attack. That one into the box. Roberts right there, taken down, and then recovers well and gets that one cleared away. And another Bakersfield throw-in. So looks like they will set up for another deep throw near this 18-yard box. They have that throw in right near that corner. That one will be over a couple players' heads and then cleared away by Ironshad for a moment. Anderson putting some pressure on, along with Larson. Played back into the middle. That's going to get over Sandra Hill's head. And now Hill's going to run it down. She will. And a goal kick coming for Lauren Garthwaite. Despite some protests from some Bakersfield fans, the bench, and a couple of the players thinking that one went off Sandra Hill. They were looking to get their first corner kick of the game, but instead it's going to be the second goal kick for Lauren Garthwaite just 6 minutes into half number 1. Over Larson's head. Now Hill picks it up. She'll take one touch to find Larson that time. Into the middle for Danny Babb, who will head it back for Iron Shad. And now a couple return passes later. Larson's going to barrel through and get a foul called on her. And we'll take another look at that foul call. You see that one bounced around a little bit, and then Larson just right after she won the ball made too much contact with the Bakersfield player for the referee's liking. And now the first foul of the game will go on Cameron Larson and the Lopes, as that free kick is now down that far side into the corner. But Roberts does a great job. She's a converted defender from a forward position, so Coach Leader was able to move her around about halfway through the season and has found a really solid defender in Sophia Roberts.
And we've seen lots of changes all season long from Coach Leader. During the second half of the season, he just switched up the lineup, and it's been very beneficial. As when conference play started, things really turned around for the Lopes.
That one played back across the middle and into Garthwaite's hands, and she will reset. And absolutely, a couple key changes that really sparked the Lopes' turnaround, one of them being Roberts, and then a couple freshmen and players off the bench filling in for some injured Lopes. And they have a couple players who will be back tonight in Ellie Busick and Michaela McGee, but still missing the likes of Rayanne Jones and Anna Whitaker, and they hope to have those two back next week in Seattle. So the Lopes still trying to battle off a couple of injuries, but they have definitely been able to power through and have been able to find some key acquisitions and some key bench players who have really stepped up in the starting lineup, and one of them was being Tyler Ferguson, who is in the lineup tonight for Anna Whitaker. Number 26 plays in the middle of that defense with Hannah Edwards, as Haley Bostard will apply pressure, and that's Sophia Roberts again all over the ball. Called her name quite a bit so far this evening, as that one's going to go out of bounds just a little bit too far. And another goal kick coming for Lauren Garthwaite.
And a lot of these freshmen have had to step up all season long due to so many injuries that the women's soccer team has had. But it's been very beneficial as a program.
Just the one senior on that roster. Coach Leader was telling us about that before the game. He mentioned just the one senior in Andrea Martinez. So Tyler Ferguson, you just saw her on your screen. She was one of those 14 freshmen on this roster, and she's played very well this season and continues to play very well and has earned her spot in the starting lineup as the Lopes get a throw in and will look to play Cameron Larson into the corner. Now going to go out of bounds, and the Lopes are not going to get that throw in. They're going to say that one went off of Cameron Larson at the last second. And so Bakersfield will pick up the throw in on their defensive half of the field near that corner flag. Long throw in, looking to get that one over a couple of heads, but intercepted by the Lopes for the moment. And then Bakersfield's going to be able to control possession and get it out wide on this near side. And headed down back right at Bakersfield. They're going to play one through. Looking to find Jaden Skinner, number 7 for Bakersfield. But it'll get a little bit too far past her and out of bounds. And the Lopes are going to pick up a throw in near their bench. That'll be Hill to throw it in for Babb. Looking to redirect that one, but not enough space for her on that near side. It goes out of bounds. And now Bostrom will throw it in for Bakersfield, right into the middle. Took a high hop. Lopes bench looking for a handball. Not going to get it. Looking for a second handball. Not going to get it. Or now they will, as the referee just blew his whistle. Signaled for the handball. And now the Lopes will get their first free kick of the night. They play that one quick. Looking to go up for Roberts. Looking to use her speed. She's going to get there and keep it in bounds. Roberts plays one into the middle. headed down by Larson out of bounds, and a goal kick coming for the runners. But a great offensive attack from Sophia Roberts coming all the way from that far defensive position to get that cross in, and then Larson just unable to connect as you take another look at it.
Really big missed opportunity here early for the Lopes. 10 minutes in and potentially a goal scored there, but unable to come away with it.
As Neves will get set to take the goal kick, and it'll be a little bit short, and then Hill's going to be able to pick it up. And that was the best scoring opportunity the Lopes have had in their 2 shots so far tonight. And Hill just unable to turn the corner and keep that one in bounds. So Bakersfield picks up another throw. And, of course, the Lopes are going to want to keep the pressure on all night, really want to get a win for momentum, as they can still finish as high as the 4 seed since UTRGV did lose earlier today. So a 4 seed would get them a matchup on Friday with the host Seattle University if they were to get out of the first round. So the Lopes looking to get a decent seed, as they can also finish as low as 6 if Bakersfield is able to pick up the win. As Perry Belzer on the ball now, she'll send one into the middle, takes a deflection. Neves is going to have to dive on it. And almost a bad play for the Roadrunners, as that one almost got out of bounds for a Lopes corner.
Yeah, it kind of seemed there was no Roadrunner in sight to defend that ball, just going right past them. Definitely keeping Nevaeh on her toes tonight.
Edwards going to play that in the middle for Larson. Larson looking to get a touch and turn that one into the corner for Babb, but Bakersfield is able to come away with it for a moment. Lopes applying good pressure, trying to get it back. Deflected off of Hill. Belzer is right there, and then slide tackled away, and then she's taken out. No call. Referee's going to play advantage as Babb picked it up in the middle. And that one's going to be played over the top for Danny Babb. It looks like she's in. Flag's going to stay down. Babb's going to cut hard back to the middle, send one across, and Bakersfield is able to clear for the moment. Now going to get it out wide and look to counter and get an attack going of their own. That one's going to be played through the middle, but Hannah Edwards is right there to clear it away. Ironshad in a fight right there for the ball, unable to come away with it as Bakersfield is going to reset. That one played back out wide. Now a little return pass. Going to get through a couple players, but takes a deflection back into the middle, and Tyler Ferguson right there to clear it away. As Bakersfield picks it right back up, looking to attack on that Sophia Roberts side again. But Sophia Roberts has been able to stand tall early on here tonight, as Ferguson's going to get in there, try to win that ball in the corner. She will for a moment, and a goal kick coming for the Lopes. Good job by Tyler Ferguson in the corner. Or Hannah Edwards, excuse me. Hannah Edwards with a good fight in that corner to win the ball back for the Lopes.
Lopes' last outing was a loss at Utah Valley. JC Ironshad shot across the crossbar with over 5 shots on the night, and Hannah Edwards and Remy Deutsch took a combined 5 shots together. Pacing the offensive side for the Lopes, Lauren Garthwaite made 5 saves, sitting at a total high on the season of 88 saves. Super impressed by her all season long. Lopes are closing out their Wack regular season tonight, as we mentioned before heading to the Wack Championship next week in Seattle. This is a must-win game for Cal State Bakersfield if they want to secure their spot for the Wack tournament. The Roadrunners are coming off of a win at Chicago State, which was 3-0. Chelsea Duran, Sophie Freeman, and Giselle Mitchell all scored a goal in that game.
Bakersfield turns that one back over. And, of course, they're coming off a big win against Chicago State as well. You mentioned that 3-0 shutout of Chicago State last Saturday night. So both teams have had a week in between matchups. As the Lopes did go to Utah, like you just mentioned, they were not able to come away with a victory in that one, as the men were also in Utah tonight, but they unfortunately just fell to the Wolverines in overtime 3-2. So the men losing back-to-back games on the road trip in overtime at Air Force on Thursday, and then tonight at Utah Valley. So the men have one game remaining against the Rebels of UNLV next week.
And speaking of the men, They have really had a tough month of October. I mean, last year being the Wack champions and making an NCAA tournament appearance, and this year, not sure if they're going to qualify for the tournament.
They definitely have an uphill climb with one game left in the season for them to just make it back to the Wack tournament. So we could very well have a new men's Wack champion this year. But of course, the Lopes have battled the injury bug for most of October. Like you mentioned, that tough month really did not help with the injuries, as they have just now started to get a few of those players back.
But that is going for all of GCU Athletics. I think this year is really a growth year for the entire GCU Athletics program altogether. I mean, all the teams had a lot of graduating seniors last year, a lot of freshmen on every single team for GCU, especially women's soccer. But altogether, these teams are going to grow as years go on and only improve. I mean, in 2 years, these teams are going to be at higher spots than they are now.
Absolutely. Going to be very dangerous Grand Canyon teams in the WAC for years to come, as a lot of the fall sports have had big freshman classes. The men had a big freshman class, and not so much with women's volleyball, but Claire Mitchell, the outstanding freshman for volleyball, and of course volleyball picked up their 20th win and 6th straight win on the season earlier today in a 3-0 sweep against Utah Valley, actually. So a couple of Utah Valley games up in Utah today for Grand Canyon teams, as the Lopes will look to get on the board here. 17 minutes in to the first half. Still no score between the Roadrunners and the Lopes. But here comes GCU. That one played in, looking for Babb. Almost got a touch to it. Larson looking to run it down. Neves will go off her line to get that one, and Neves scoops it right up. And she will get things started for Bakersfield now.
Tough attack there from Cameron Larson as we take another look, going straight for it and going straight into Neves.
Larson just a step behind Andrea Neves right there. She almost was able to get that one, and if she would have been able to poke that away, she would have had a free shot on an empty net, as the Lopes will pick up another throw in near the Bakersfield bench. Thrown into the middle. Be back out for Sandra Hill. She'll keep it inbounds. Hill looking to play Belzer, but an errant pass, and that'll get out of bounds. And another GCU throw in. It'll look like it's going to be Sandra Hill again to throw it in for the Lopes. She will throw that one over Larson's head, and it's headed away. And Bakersfield picks it back up for the moment. And good pressure from Haley Bostard to force that one out of play off of Bakersfield. And now Belzer's going to hand the ball off to Sandra Hill, who will take the throw in for the Lopes. As Hill, this time looking for Babb, who takes a spill, looking to get ahead to it. She could not, and then it's poked away by Bostard for a moment. And now a good move put on by the Roadrunners, and now they're going to look to attack. That one's going to be played up, looking for Toth, but it'll be out of bounds, too far for her. And the Lopes will pick up another throw-in, as the referee's going to tell Sandra Hill to back it up just a little bit before this throw-in will take place for GCU, this time behind their bench. Be thrown into Ironshad, who will play it right back, and the Lopes are going to look to get it up and attack with Cameron Larson, who is double-teamed. She'll be able to get that one through for a moment, looking to pick it back up, and now Babb going to look to run it down. That'll be played all the way back to Neves, who will have to kick it away back into the middle. Ironshad couldn't get there first, as this will be Bakersfield with the ball once again on their offensive side of the field.
There's a bit of history between these two teams, that they have been playing each other since October of 1996. So for 24 years, these teams have been facing up against each other. And both of their programs, GCU and Cal State Bakersfield, growing tremendously. 27 total goals have been scored in these matchups. And Lopes were on an 11-game losing streak to Bakersfield until they changed things in 2013. And then the Lopes had a 3-game winning streak for the next 3 years. Last time these two teams faced up, it was a 3-3 tie. Overall, there's been 7 wins, 11 losses, and 5 ties between the two contestants.
And a lot of ties as of late in between those GCU wins, as the Lopes have not lost a game to Bakersfield, since October of 2003, which was a 2-1 loss. So 16 years of Lopes victories, or at least a draw. So looking to keep that streak going here tonight with another win and get this series one step closer to being even, as the Lopes here at home against Bakersfield are 3-6-2 all time. And you mentioned those 7 all-time wins as well.
In last game, Cameron Larson scored 2 goals, and she did the same thing back a couple weeks ago here against Chicago State. So I'm looking to see what Cameron Larson is going to bring tonight.
So maybe a little bit of history and deja vu for Cameron Larson could be in store tonight. Maybe she'll get more than 2 goals. Maybe she'll get a hat trick.
That's what we're going for.
As the first substitution of the game will be made by Bakersfield, and it will be number 3, Jordan Martinez. As the runners will take that throw in, and they will get another one as that one's played out of bounds by the Lopes. And now the Lopes able to pick it back up for the moment. Bakersfield looking to play that one back in, and then it's on errant clearance. Hill can't pick it back up. Bakersfield still on the ball. This is the substitute, Martinez, with it on the sideline. She'll send one in. Garthwaite's going to be right there, and she will make an easy grab and start things back for GCU.
Another beautiful save by Garthwaite, making it look easy down there as always. She's been a huge asset to the GCU women's soccer program this year, ranking 7th in the nation per saves per freshman. What an accomplishment that is.
And she also set a new GCU Division I record a few weeks ago at California Baptist with 16 saves in a single game against the Lancers in a 3-0 loss for the Lopes in California. But nonetheless, 16 saves, you don't get that very often. So Lauren Garthwaite will definitely take that as one of her highlights on her young career.
And thinking of that, setting that record as only a freshman, what other records is she going to set and build for the rest of the program?
She's got 3 more years to possibly break her own records.
And that game that she set the record in against California Baptist, she had a hurt hand during the entire game. She was injured, and she still accomplished big things.
So Lauren Garthwaite's been big in the goal all year long for the Lopes, looking to play Belzer, but an errant pass into space will be taken up by the Roadrunners, and they will get it to Martinez, who took a big touch, and the Lopes are going to get it right back. That'll be played in the middle for Larson, looking to make a turn. Now getting into the corner is Larson, looking to stay on the ball, and she will. This one will be played out for Belzer. Belzer plays one in, looking for Babb. It'll be over her head. And now played to the far side. Anderson looking to run it down. But Bakersfield comes away with it, and then that one off of Emma Anderson and out of play. So Bakersfield will keep possession, but another good attack from the Lopes, as they've really dominated possession so far early on, just 24 minutes into this game.
And they're going to need to dominate possession throughout the rest of the game. Bakersfield is a strong team. I mean, they've won a lot more games than we have won this year, us only winning 4, them winning 8.
As Carley Bateman will check into the game for the first time here tonight. She will come in for Perry Belzer. Number 12, Carley Bateman's played some big minutes as of late through the month of October. So Carley Bateman, and one of those other substitutes we've been talking about, who's made a big difference on this Lopes roster as of late in the latter half of the season, as Neves will get the goal kick. That one played up near midfield and then headed away by Roberts. Looking to stay on it was Anderson. Now Roberts picks it back up, finds Danny Babb, and now the Lopes looking to play one back for Sophia Roberts. They will. Roberts sends one across. Bateman can't get there as it's a little bit too far for everybody. Now looking to keep it, but it'll be off of Bateman's foot. Out of play. Bakersfield's going to pick up another throw in.
That's the second really big missed opportunity for the Lopes, unable to come away with the shot.
Hill plays that one back for Ferguson. And now Ferguson will play it for Hannah Edwards. wearing one of those captain armbands for the Lopes tonight, as she always does. Now looking to find Larson. She does in the middle. Larson gets a shot away, and it's going to be just too high. And that is perhaps the best attack the Lopes have had so far through 25 minutes of play. And Cameron Larson almost putting the Lopes ahead 1-0.
Let's take another look there. A beautiful shot by Cameron Larson going off the top, inches away from being put in the goal. I told you, I called it. I said Cameron Larson's bringing it tonight. Huh, Kyle?
Almost got her first one there. And I just want to talk about that pass from Hannah Edwards. Played perfectly into the box. Could not have asked for a better pass from your defender, let alone anybody else in the middle of the field. Larson timed her run perfectly, and Edwards able to pick her out. And unfortunately, that little half volley, Cameron Larson just couldn't quite keep it down, and that would have been a tough one for Neves to get a hand on. So Bakersfield really catching a break after that one, and they'll get another goal kick. And that will be another Roadrunners throw in. This one will be taken on the near side by Bostrom, number 2 for the Roadrunners. She'll throw that one in. Larson will be able to direct a header into the middle, looking to find Babb. Not strong enough. It'll be intercepted. And now starting to break away on that outside again are the Roadrunners. That one's going to get by Roberts, but Edwards is right there. Hannah Edwards able to knock somebody off the ball on that far side and then win it back. But it'll go out of bounds, and the Roadrunners are going to get another throw in, but good fight from Hannah Edwards down there in the corner. Take another look at this one. Good fight from Edwards with number 6, Sophie Freeman, on that far side. But the Roadrunners look to set up another deep throw-in attempt here. See if they'll be able to get anything off of this throw-in. They've had a couple ones that they have set up from deep, but unable to capitalize so far. That one thrown in the middle, headed away, and now Larson will be with it. She will look to get it out, and she will play it out of bounds. And another throw in for Bakersfield now.
Pretty aggressive attack down there. As we take another look, both teams fighting hard for that ball and landing on top of each other. That one had to hurt.
Another long throw in played into the box. That one's going to get over a couple players' heads, but then cleared away. Ironshad right there looking to play it up for Bateman. Bateman's going to win it. Good job from Carley Bateman, who will play it back for Hill. And now the Lopes going to be able to break out, as this one will be played back for Ferguson. Out wide now. Looking to switch fields are the Lopes. That one played back into the middle and then intercepted by Bakersfield. Almost won back by Haley Bostard, but Bakersfield still with possession now. Makes a move, cutting to the outside. And another big cut, now a collision. And a Lope is down in the middle of the field. But that cross attempt too far and over everybody, and the Lopes are going to have a chance to reset. Played into the back post. And for a moment, it looks like Bakersfield's going to come away with the goal.
It looked like that ball went into Lauren Garthwaite's hands, and she might have dropped it, and Bakersfield coming away with the score.
And we'll take another look at this one, as it looked like Garthwaite had it in her hands. She did, but it went, as she brought it down, Tyler Ferguson knocked it loose. So since it was her own player who knocked it out of her hands, that goal does appear like it's going to stand, as you saw that from our replay.
Esther Toth for Cal State Bakersfield. Super unfortunate happening for Lauren Garthwaite right there, making the save, and bit of confusion down there.
So that is her 5th goal on the season, and the Runners are up 1-0, 28 minutes in to half number 1 in this final matchup of the season. So, you know, if New Mexico State's watching this right now, they are on the outside looking in if this result ends up holding. But we have a lot of soccer left to play, about 61 minutes now as the Lopes are threatening with Edwards cutting back to the middle. Now outside, Hannah Edwards looks to send one in, slide tackled away. And that one's going to get toward the sideline and out of bounds, and the Lopes going to keep it with a throw in. Hannah Edwards with another good attack from the Lopes as she has been all over the Lopes offense, really orchestrating it so far, and now it looks like they will hand it off to Edwards to throw it in. So long throw in from the Lopes. Headed back down into the middle. And now a shot from well outside. And that one's going to go well wide. Good attempt from GCU and Haley Bostard. But a goal kick coming for Neves.
And tonight is just a preview of the Wack tournament. Like we mentioned before, these teams are going to be aggressive in their entire matchup. All teams wanting to secure that Wack championship title. So tonight's a good practice run for the Lopes for a preview of what the games are going to be like, as this is a must-win for Cal State University Bakersfield.
The Bakersfield win, the Lopes would be knocked down to the final and sixth and final seed in that tournament. So you know the Lopes would like to be a little bit higher and in a better position come Wednesday. But of course, Bakersfield up 1-0 right now, and the Lopes have a lot of soccer left to play as the Lopes getting ready to make a substitution. As here comes Bakersfield again, that errant pass almost taken away by Belzer, but Bakersfield picks it back up, and now more pressure from the Lopes. That shot's going to be away right into the hands of Lauren Garthwaite.
Lauren Garthwaite making the save, staying on her feet after that mishap that happened just moments ago. I know that she's probably disappointed with herself and not wanting to make any more mistakes tonight.
Naya Bonchansky will be the substitute right here for the Lopes. Looks like she's coming in for JC Ironshad. So Bonchansky back into the game now for GCU, and she'll get her first touch, and it'll be a turnover back to Bakersfield. Now Bakersfield looking to break out. Play that one into the middle for the goal scorer, Toth, who will have to play it right back to the defense. Now the Lopes have a chance to reset, and they'll force a turnover and out of play. GCU gets another throw in on that far side near midfield.
And when talking to Coach Leader before tonight's game, he told me that there's been a lot of great moments throughout this season, but he wants his team to turn those into minutes and make things happen every single game. He wants to be consistent, and he doesn't want to be good enough. He wants to be great in every single team, and that's what he's enlisting in his players.
That free kick going to be taken to the top of the box and then headed away right for Sandra Hill, who will have a chance to send that one back in. Top of the box, headed down. Bateman looking to run it down. Bakersfield able to clear it away, and the Lopes are going to pick up another throw in. And you just talked about what Coach Leader was telling us before the game about being better than just good enough, as that is what he said his team has been throughout the season, is just good enough, and now he wants his team to step it up a little bit and make that jump to being a threat really in the Wack, and they have a chance to make some noise next week. And they definitely have the firepower to do it.
And not only next week, but next season as well, as this was a growing year and for the Lopes, 14 freshmen, all new to collegiate soccer and college itself. I mean, these girls, they still have classes they go to, and they move away from home coming here. It's a big adjustment for 14 players to make.
Absolutely, and a couple of key transfers as well for GCU this year, as that went into the middle for Larson. As Ellie Busick has also checked into the game for the Lopes, number 20. She's playing on this near sideline right now, right behind Cameron Larson. That one looking to find Roberts, but it'll be cleared away for a moment. And then back into the middle. Bossard can't win it. Played for Esther Toth. Toth comes down the far side. She'll send one in out of bounds over the crossbar. Not really a worry for Lauren Garthwaite on that one, and she'll pick up another goal kick. And it's nice to see Ellie Busick back on the field for the Lopes here returning from injury, so she's getting her first minutes in a while, and expect to see Michaela McGee at some point in this game as well before next week as they're trying to reintegrate some players. So that one, Larson able to win it back, and now she'll play it out wide for Ellie Busick. Busick will take a couple of touches, look to cut back into the middle, be taken away.
And I saw Ellie Busick before tonight's game, and she told me she was ecstatic to be put back in the lineup tonight after a tough injury and being out for a couple games. She's looking forward to playing tonight and helping her team.
As Boster plays that one out wide. And now here come the Lopes. Bonchonsky couldn't quite get it around her defender. And now Bakersfield looking to break out. They're going to make a move back into the middle. Lopes going to double team. And another move made back outside, looking to get around Sophia Roberts. Roberts going to win it and force it out of bounds, and Bakersfield's going to pick up a throw. Bakersfield also getting ready to make another substitution on the next available possession for them. So that one's stolen away and cut back to the middle and then deflected by Hannah Edwards. Good job from the Lopes, forcing the first corner of the game. And now we will get our first substitution, or our second substitution for Bakersfield. So it will be number 16, Giselle Michelle, for Bakersfield. Getting her first minute. She has scored in that last game they had against Chicago State, like you mentioned earlier, Montana, as this will be Bakersfield to take the corner kick. That one played in, headed back down and out of bounds. And a goal kick coming for Lauren Garthwaite with about 9 minutes or so to go here before the half. Lopes still trailing by a goal. As Garthwaite gets set, and she will send this one away. That one into the middle as the Lopes pick it up. And we'll play it back into the middle, looking for Busick. Not going to get there in time. Popped up and out to that sideline again for Bakersfield. Roberts going to get a throw in for GCU. She'll throw it over Bateman's head, but the referee's going to say Roberts needed to back up, so the Lopes going to get another chance to throw this one in and pick up a little bit of an attack and some more possession here. This time they're going to play it back for Edwards, who gets run into. Looking to win it back is Hannah Edwards. She does. And then that one played for Sandra Hill, who will have a little bit of time. Hill finds Busick. Busick a little too strong on that touch attempt, and she trips over the ball as she will win it back and force a Bakersfield turnover as Remy Deutsch gets set to check into the game for the first time for the Lopes. That one played in for Larson. Larson looking to gain the corner. She will. Cameron Larson now looking to cross one in. It'll be out of bounds, and Deutsch is going to check in for GCU. And it looks like Michaela McGee is also going to get her first minutes of the game. She'll come in for Busick. Larson will also check out for GCU. So Deutsch and McGee back in for the Lopes, and they will throw it in. That one going to be over McGee. It'll be to Deutsch. Deutsch plays it for McGee. McGee sends one in, deflected away, and now played back out of bounds, and the Lopes going to get another throw in. Thrown in to Michaela McGee. Hill sends one in, looking for Bateman. Brought down by Ironshad. Back out wide for Michaela McGee. McGee in the box. She'll send one in. Back post. Can't get a touch to it. Out of bounds. And a goal kick coming for Bakersfield as they will make another substitution.
As we take another look here. So many shots taken, unable to come away with that. That one going out of bounds. Really another big missed opportunity for the Lopes, marking for the third one tonight. Lopes unable to put it in the box, and that's going to be key. That's what they need to do, especially as this half is ending.
Just 6 minutes to play now as Gracie Bowers checks in for the Roadrunners. And that one will be played up, looking to get it to Deutsch. It'll be a little bit too far for Remy Deutsch, as Neves will now pick it up, and she will get things started for Bakersfield. She will punt that one away and well out of bounds. As another substitution for the Lopes. This will be Noah Johnson, number 23. Coming in for Haley Bostard. So Sandra Hill will take the throw in. She'll play it in. Finds Emma Anderson for a moment, but a little bit of miscommunication from Anderson and Bateman. And now the runners pick up another throw. And a foul called on Michaela McGee as Bateman sent that one in, but the Roadrunners are going to pick up another free kick. Just the third foul by GCU here in half number 1. And just 5 combined between the two squads. As that free kick will be a line drive out of bounds right into the Lopes bench. And now Sandra Hill will throw one in quickly to Carley Bateman. Bateman looking to turn and find a teammate. She cannot. And now advantage will be played, as Bateman was going to be called for a foul, but Bakersfield kept possession. So that one played up into the corner. Able to keep it in bounds are the runners. That one's played back into the middle. Anderson picks it up. And now Anderson will play it out wide, looking for Carley Bateman. And that one will be played back. And now Hill sends one up to find Remy Deutsch. It bounces over her head. And then Johnson right there to win it. And now the Lopes able to get a little bit of possession now. And we'll look to start an attack.
Good offense from the Lopes there.
Did a good job to keep possession and find the open teammate and really get it out of harm's way when needed, as Bakersfield makes another substitution. This will be number 22, Anessa Sashaverovich. So Bakersfield makes a substitution. They're going to get a throw. The Lopes will pick it up, and they will get it on their defensive half of the field and look to get something going. Bateman turns it over. Lopes going to get the throw in now. Lopes going to get another throw in on that one. Cindy Torres comes into the game now, number 28 for the Lopes, as they get another throw in, looking to tie this one up before halftime. As Deutsch on the ball, played back in by McGee, bounces over a couple of heads, and now Bakersfield able to clear it away for a moment.
That ball has consistently been going into that corner, and no Lope has been in sight every single time.
Torres picks it up, but too big of a touch. It'll be one for a moment by Bakersfield, looking to get it out of danger, and they will this time. They'll play it up. Not be able to keep it in bounds. Lopes can get another throw in. That one played back for Lauren Garthwaite, who will reset the offense for GCU and then play that one up for Hannah Edwards. That one played back in. Deutsch looking to run it down, poked away, and the Lopes not going to get that throw, and that one's going to go off of Remy Deutsch last, and Bakersfield picks up a throw in with 1 minute remaining here before halftime. Popped back up into the middle. Looking to stay with it are the Road Runners, and that's taken away by Tyler Ferguson. Played out wide for Sophia Roberts, into the middle. Lopes do a good job keeping possession here again. Have done a great job of that all half long, really, as that one's played back for Garthwaite, and the Lopes have about 35 seconds to tie it up before halftime. See if they can get at least one more shot away, as they're playing with it in the back right now. Edwards out wide for Hill. In the middle for Bateman, back for Edwards. 15 seconds remain in the half. Lopes doing a great job really finding an open man, as now it looks like they're going to attack Bonchansky, or that's Johnson, excuse me, into the middle for Deutsch. Deutsch almost got that one out wide, and that is where half number 1 will end. The Cal State Bakersfield Roadrunners 1, the Grand Canyon Lopes 0, and the Lopes have had the majority of possession so far in half number 1, unable to come away with a goal, but have had a good couple of chances early on in that half.
Yeah, Kyle, I think the Lopes have been pretty strong offensively, but they need to focus on getting these shots on goal. It seems like there's been a little bit of miscommunication throughout this entire first half, so that's something that they're going to need to work on going into half number 2. They're going to need to score some goals in half number 2 to at least make it a draw. How do you think the Lopes are going to take on half number 2?
Well, they're going to go in, they're going to have to make a couple of adjustments here. They got a good attack going, just need to put a couple of more shots on goal. They have 5 shots total, 1 on goal, so 1 save by Neves so far. So the 28th minute goal by Esther Toth is the difference right now. As it stands, the Lopes and the Roadrunners will be going to Seattle, but that could change at any time in half number 2, as New Mexico State still awaiting the winner of this one. Will it be the Lopes and have the Aggies join them, or will it be the Roadrunners of Bakersfield joining the Lopes and the rest of the tournament field up in Seattle on Wednesday next week? There's only one way to find out. Half number 2 we'll be back with in a few moments right here on GCU TV.
Oh, baby, come on and say it now. Just let the words come out.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
Hey, welcome to GCU. You're in Lope country now.
What's that sound?
We bring the thunder in the heart of Phoenix.
All right, time to go. Beam me up, Scotty.
I'm getting my master's in education online. I can't slow down time, but I do make my own schedule. Good thing too, since I'm a mom, wife, student, and teacher. The rest of my time, I make sure this house keeps rolling.
Here at the Lopes Lab, when we're not contemplating the paradoxes of time travel, hey Mort, greetings. We're working on technology that will save lives. And robots.
We're being hacked!
Time to get to work. I'm defending against malware and hacker attacks. We need people who can outsmart the enemy. Oh, I got you now. And?
Here at GCU, we teach you to harness your passion, transform it into a career so you can help change the world.
It's good to know. My passion isn't just in the classroom. It's also on the court. Game point. No pressure.
Pressure! Let me tell you about pressure.
When it's life or death, that's when the pressure is really on.
Doctor, he's going into VFib. Nurse, get the crash cart. Clear!
It takes grit and determination to lead a Division I team.
Push it! Push it!
But for some of us, it just comes naturally.
When it comes to school spirit, we do it best. Lopes up.
Lopes up.
There's a thunder in all of us. Come find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
I'm Jeff. I'm earning my Bachelor of Arts in Christian Studies online from GCU. I'm a working professional. I've got a job that demands 40 to 60 hours a week from me. Because of the online structure, I can still get things done. It allows me to knock out courses when I can. The fact that I'm about to graduate, I feel like I achieved something that I never thought I was going to be able to.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Move them out. It's a Ranger Roundup sale at Sanderson Ford. 44 Rangers now in the stalls, starting at $28.9. Head on in to Arizona's largest Ford dealership and head out in a new Ford. This is Sanderson Ford Country.
Welcome back inside the GCU Soccer Stadium here at halftime between the Roadrunners of Bakersfield and the Lopes of Grand Canyon. Bakersfield leads it 1-0 so far through one half of play, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the occurrences from the first half with the GCU Hotel halftime highlights. And we'll get started with a hard foul, and the first foul of the game by Cameron Larson, and then a long throw-in that was defended well by the Lopes. And then one of the better attacks from the Lopes so far on that Larson header that just went wide of the goal, and then that one right into the hands of Lauren Garthwaite, who's done a good job, minus this one right here, which was the goal by Bakersfield. You can see her catch it right in her hands, and then as she came down, Ferguson just standing too close to her, and then it was able to be put home by Esther Toth. That one was a good slide tackle and defense from Cameron Larson, as the Lopes defense has been good all night long, and then that long shot, an easy save for Lauren Garthwaite. She hasn't really been tested so far, as that one just over the head of Remy Deutsch. And that was one of the last fouls by GCU in that first half.
And overall, the girls have had a pretty tough season, but this has been their growth year, and they've had a lot of great goals, a lot of great shots, and a lot of great games. So let's take a look at the GCU women's soccer season highlights.
Away, but to the top of the box, and now a little ball played in, and the offside flag goes up. And now the Rams get a breakaway, and it'll be shot off the post. Hill can't quite get that one away. Shots away, and it's a good shot with the middle. Shot away right into the hands of Lauren Garthwaite. Have a 2-on-none. Garthwaite's got to come out. She will, and she'll hang on to the rail. Played into the box. Garthwaite's there, and a rebound, and it'll pop out. And Garthwaite's able to make the save. Rebound again.
Chance here, 2-on-1 attack.
And that one's right at Lauren Garthwaite. Then on the ground, offside flag goes up. Referee doesn't see it, and it's right into the hands of Garthwaite. Referee waves his assistant down. Shots away, Garthwaite is there!
To Northern Colorado territory here, as the Bears looking for their shot, as Garthwaite able to get a finger on that one. And able to make her third save of the second half. So Lauren Garthwaite putting on a clinic here in half number 2. As it looks like the Bears are gonna come away with another opportunity here, as you just see here on the replay. Lauren Garthwaite getting up.
In the 66th minute, Emma Anderson scores her second goal of the season.
With the goal, how about that? Excuse me, kick there from the Lopes to take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, looking to get a touch around her defender. Larson will get a steal. She's taken out, and we will get advantage played. That's Danny Pam. Shots away, and it's in! Danny Pam off of the crossbar. Wide now. GCU puts it back into the box. Back post. Header. Goal! GCU is back on top. They advance their lead to 2-0.
Key. Edwards is going to take a chance as that one hits the top of the goalpost. Lopes looking for the first score, and they're going to find it just like that. It is a 1-0 Lopes lead. Trying to pass on the far side. Lopes looking for the score, and they're going to come away with it, as just like that. It looks like she'll take it herself. We'll see if Deutsch can come away with the score. Goes to Larson, and Larson's going to come away with the score. Looking for Larson, back to Anderson. Anderson looking for back. Larson is going to come away with her second goal of the night. Deflected again. Iron Jack going to take a chance as well. That was deflected back, going for the hat trick, and she will find it. Danny Babb with the hat trick, and it's 5-0 Lopes as the Lopes continue to pick apart this Chicago State defense. The 5th score allowed against Judith Sarabes as GCU Soccer Stadium has come on.
And that was the GCU season highlights so far, as we hope a couple of more highlights are coming out of this game. And now we'll go ahead and send it to Diana Johnson, who has tonight's Lopes report.
Hi, my name is Diana Johnson, and you're watching the Lopes Report. The GCU women's golf team just concluded their fall season with a 5th place tie at the Rainbow Heen Invitational in Hawaii. They finished especially strong by being one of only 2 teams to shoot under par in the final round of the tournament. Junior standout Suri Pachana led the final round with a 2 under par 70. She tied for 4th place with a 2 under par total of 213 for the 3-day tournament. The GCU men's golf team also concluded their fall season with a 6th place finish at the Visit Stockton Pacific Invitational in California. Matthew Braley led the Lopes by tying for 10th place, and he shot a 4 under par 68. He moved up 21 places in the final round of the tournament, which included 5 birdies and 1 bogey. The men's basketball team kicked off their season on Wednesday with an exhibition match against CSU San Bernardino. The arena was completely packed with over 7,000 fans coming to see the Lopes in action. Junior center Alessandro Lever was a key player in the game, collecting 15 points and what would have been a career-high 13 rebounds if it had been a regular season game. Another key player was Isaiah Brown, who is a transfer from Northwestern. He has gone almost a year and a half between games, but it was a sweet return for him because he scored a game high of 26 points at both guard spots. The Lopes ultimately beat the Coyotes 87-60, and they will be playing again inside the GC Arena on Tuesday the 5th at 7 against the Davenport Panthers. The GCU women's basketball team is all set to open their season this coming Tuesday, November 5th at noon against Benedictine. Men's soccer is finishing their season. They have one more home game this November 9th against UNLV. You can catch all these exciting games and more right here on GCU TV. This has been the Lopes Report, and we'll see you next time.
And that was the Lopes Report with Diana Johnson, as men's and women's golf is ending their fall seasons, and basketball is officially in full swing as the men had their exhibition game against San Bernardino on Wednesday. They were able to come away with a victory led by Isaiah Brown's 26 points, followed by Carlos Johnson with 24 of his own, and then Alessandro Lever with a double-double, as the Lopes men's team back in action on Tuesday against Davenport, as you can catch that one right here on GCU TV. And now let's take a look at the upcoming schedule brought to you by BSN Sports.
Women's basketball is back, and they're going to begin their season here at home on Tuesday, taking on Benedictine University for an exhibition game at noon. And then you can see the men's team face up against Davenport at 7 p.m. that same night. There will be more basketball Friday when the women's team goes up against North Dakota. You can catch all those games here right on GCU TV.
And we will have that women's basketball game, me and you, Montana, on Tuesday. Very excited for that one. Get a first look at the women's team, and of course the men on Tuesday, and then women's basketball and men's basketball on Friday when the men take on the Fighting Illini of Illinois. So a very big game coming up for GCU.
And baseball just closed out their Fall World Series today. Team Purple came away with the win, so baseball season coming up soon at next semester.
They just released their schedule as well. A couple of big names on that one: Oklahoma State, Oregon, Arizona, and then of course the matchup everybody's looking forward to, Arizona State, a home and home, going to Tempe and then hosting the Sun Devils here. And now we will go ahead, update you with the Canyon State halftime stats, brought to you by Canyon State Credit Union. As the Bakersfield Roadrunners have 6 shots to GCU's 5. They have 2 shots on goal, both goalkeepers with a save, and then the foul count 3-2. GCU with 3, Bakersfield with 2, just 5 between the two teams, as we are just a few minutes away from half number 2 at the GCU Soccer Stadium. Bakersfield leads it 1-0 over the Lopes we'll see if the Lopes can make a comeback here in this one. There's only one way to find out. Stick around. We'll be right back right here on GCU TV.
Canyon State Credit Union, a local credit union serving the Valley for over 65 years, can assist you in buying your first home, refinancing your current home, or if you're dreaming of a retirement home. Canyon State Credit Union can provide you with a fast and affordable solution that meets your needs. Let Canyon State Credit Union run the numbers on your dream. Visit canyonstatecu.org or call 623-580-6015 for more information. Canyon State Credit Union, committed to you. We do business in accordance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, MLS number 410376.
About time you washed it.
Getting ready to trade it in. What are you doing?
Just a little shopping. Wait, a new truck. Don't you think I should be involved?
Of course. We'll head over to Sanderson Ford as soon as I'm done.
I don't have time today. Hope we're going with 4 doors this time.
Ooh, of course. I know exactly what I want. I mean, we want. A lightning blue Ford F-150 Super Crew with EcoBoost.
All done.
Shop from home, buy from home, we deliver. From the dealer you can trust, Sanderson Ford.
One more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
And welcome back as the second half of the Wack regular season finale is about to kick off. Bakersfield with a slim 1-0 advantage over the host Grand Canyon University Lopes, as Bakersfield looking to slide in to that last spot in the Wack tournament. Lopes already have their ticket punched, and we are back underway as Bakersfield will start us off with the first possession of half number 2 as it goes out of bounds, and a throw in coming for the Lopes.
And as we've mentioned all night long, the Wack coming up next week. Kyle, what are your Wack championship predictions?
Well, I don't know. You know, there's 5 teams still waiting on that 6th one. So between the Lopes, UTRGV, Seattle, Utah Valley, and Kansas City, I got to go with the Wack front runner, Seattle, probably winning that championship game. But the Lopes are going to make some noise, make a little bit of a run, I think. Maybe even make that championship game, as Cameron Larson will play one through. She gets it through, looking to get a touch to it. It's slide tackled away and out of bounds, and the Lopes are going to get a throw in, and that is a very good attack. Looking to find Perry Belzer, just unable to get it away, as we'll take another look at this replay.
She had tons of speed there. Just that ball going outside, completely deflected.
Neves has to deflect that one over as Larson came sprinting in at that one, trying to win that ball, as it'll be the first corner of the game now for the Lopes. Just a minute and a half into half number 2. Lopes looking to equalize and tie this game up. It will be Sandra Hill to serve it up for GCU. She'll send one into the back post. One will bounce out to the top of the 18-yard box, and the Lopes looking to keep possession, but Bakersfield will clear it away for a moment, as the Lopes send that one right back in, headed away by the runners. And now California State Bakersfield looking to get loose, as the Lopes defense does a great job to recover there, as this one will get back to Lauren Garthwaite. And she'll be able to calm things back down and reset for the Lopes.
And the Lopes offense is going to be key going into the second half. We're going to need to score if the Lopes want to come away with this one, or at least even have a draw here tonight. We did a really great job of keeping possession in the first half, so looking to see that continue here in half number 2. But we just got to put them in the goal.
That one out of bounds, going to be quickly taken for Carley Bateman, but turned back over as Bakersfield picks it back up.
But I have to say, these two teams are entirely comparable. I mean, tonight, both teams having 6 shots, with Bakersfield 2 on goal, Grand Canyon 1. Both goalies only having 1 save. There being 5 total fouls, 2 from Bakersfield, 3 from GCU. Each team getting a corner kick. No offsides from either team. So super comparable. And even before going into tonight's game, these two teams have been back-to-back on the same spots for Wack standings. So
as a free kick coming for Bakersfield, as that'll be the 4th foul on the Lopes. So they will get their 4th free kick of the night. That one will be sent into the top of the 18-yard box and headed away by Hannah Edwards, and she gets it to Emma Anderson as Bakersfield regains possession. Bakersfield still with possession now. They do a good job to get that one out of harm's way and away from the Lopes as Bateman looking to force a turnover. Now into the corner are the Roadrunners, looking to add on to their lead. That one will be deflected out of bounds, and a corner kick coming for Bakersfield, their 2nd of the night. First of half number 2.
these corner kicks are going to get dangerous, really putting the pressure on Lauren Garthwaite. But I have to say, she does tremendous under this pressure. I mean, that game against Cal Baptist, her getting 16 saves in that single game. Think of how many shots were taken that night.
Over 30, and 19 of them were put on goal. That's a lot of shots for either side, and the Lopes ended up taking 30 or 30 plus against Chicago State as well, and they were able to put 5 in the back of the net. So good job from the Lopes on that corner kick. Good, well defended, as that one's sent back in, and Garthwaite will scoop that one up as it falls right into her hands, and now she will get things going for the Lopes.
And talking about California Baptist, as we mentioned so many times before, they are uneligible for the Wack tournament, meaning their spot is given to someone else, even though they are at the top of the Wack standing. That means Seattle is coming in with that #1 spot, Utah Valley #2 right behind them, and Kansas City in 3.
That cross attempt over the head of everybody and out of play. Looking for somebody making that run to that back post into the middle. It was Haley Bostard who made that run. Just got bumped off of her run just a little bit, as Neves will pick up a goal kick. And will get things going for Bakersfield. 5 minutes into half number 2. Still holding on to that 1-0 lead, as the Lopes have been threatening early on here in the second half.
5 minutes in, and I can already see a tremendous difference in the way that both squads are playing.
That ball played out wide and now taken back by the Lopes. That one will be played for Sydney Torres. She's got a little bit of space this time. Torres takes a shot, deflected away. Larson trying to get the rebound. It'll pop back out, shots away, and going to go wide, out of bounds by Emma Anderson. Or Perry Belzer, excuse me, right there. Perry Belzer took that shot from distance, and Neves will pick up another goal kick.
Roadrunners have taken 189 shots this season, while the Lope girls have taken 219. However, Lopes had scored 14 goals when Bakersfield has scored 25. So the Lopes really focusing on getting those balls in the net tonight.
So Bakersfield picks it up, and they're looking to get an attack going. But Ferguson right there to win it for GCU and get it to Perry Belzer. Belzer goes out wide for Bateman. Bateman will play Torres. Torres looking to win it right back. Cannot do it, and it'll go out of bounds. And another goal kick for the Roadrunners early on here in the second half. Doing a good job countering this Lopes pressure and the Lopes threatening attack so far.
And I think that we're going to see a lot more aggression from the GCU girls in the second half. They've gotten 21 yellow cards this season. Roadrunners team has only received 14. However, the Roadrunners have gotten 6 red cards, meaning 6 ejections throughout their entire season, while the Lopes have only had 3.
Bakersfield picks that one up and now played into the corner for Toth, who already has 1 goal tonight, looking to win it back. And a lot of contact, but Edwards able to come away with it. And turns it over, and now she wants the foul call, but not going to get it. As Bakersfield steps back up with it now. Looking to go to that far corner, but poked away by Hill. And played out of bounds, and Bakersfield will pick up another timeout. Bakersfield throws it in. And we'll get another throw in on that far side. We'll look to set up a deep throw in once again into the box. Maybe get something out of this one as Bakersfield will set this one up just 9 minutes in. That one's going to go to the near post and then headed away for a moment by the Lopes. Pops back out into the middle. Edwards going to be able to get a big clearance there.
Beautiful defense there from the Lopes, helping protect Lauren Garthwaite.
Larson almost able to win it, but Bakersfield's going to get it on that far side, and now we'll slow things down. And look to get something going here.
And that's exactly what they need. The Lopes need to get something going here in half number 2. After that tough, heartbreaking goal in half number 1, the ball slipping out of Lauren Garthwaite's hands, and Cal State University Bakersfield snatching that, sending it straight back into the net is not what you wanted to see if you are the Lopes. So recovery is key right now.
That shot from distance right at Hannah Edwards. So Emma Anderson picks it up off that pass and then will turn it right back over. But Roberts is right there to see that one out of bounds. Then a little shove after that ball got out of play. Roberts going to throw it in quickly, looking to find Larson. She gets a turn, but can't win the ball back. As the Lopes will get it back with Bostard now. Played back for Tyler Ferguson, who will play that one out wide for Perry Belzer. Back into the middle for Haley Bostard. Bostard gonna play Sophia Roberts. She's got a little bit of space. She's gonna win the ball first, and it'll be deflected out of bounds on the slide tackle. And now the Lopes gonna pick up another throw, and they're gonna go into the middle. One by the Lopes. Roberts sends one in, back post, looking for that late run. Headed back down in front, and Neves will come away with it.
What an opportunity there. Really nice header there. We saw that a couple weeks back from Cameron Larson. That header goal going straight in. I think GCU is going for another one tonight. You can see that replayed there.
So the Lopes get it back. This is Emma Anderson in the middle for Larson. Out wide for Sophia Roberts. She'll send one in back to the middle. Larson couldn't quite control that one. And it'll be played out wide for Bakersfield, as they will look to get an attack going, but that's right at Ferguson. And now Hill will pick it up on that far sideline. Played for Bateman. And now drop back, and the Lopes have possession with it once again, as they will switch fields and look to get another attack going and capitalize and get a tying goal right here, as Roberts going to run straight through that one and pick it up. Sophia Roberts going to look. She'll throw one into the box. That shot away by Bateman, but deflected around and cleared by Bakersfield.
Really great attempt there from Sophia Roberts. She was an offensive Wack Player of the Week nominee. A converted forward, she managed an assist from her defense position when GCU defeated Chicago a couple weeks back.
And a good defensive recovery from the Lopes to stop that breakaway. And then Roberts was almost able to turn and get a break going for GCU.
So we take another look.
Bakersfield going to pick up the throw in. Lopes will get that one back. And they're going to make a trio of substitutes with Iron Shad, Babb, and McGee in a moment. Now the Lopes will get the foul call on Bakersfield, their third of the evening. So the Lopes getting ready to make substitutions into that front line, it looks like. Getting a little bit of an offensive attack going as Edwards will look to serve one up off this free kick. She's done a couple of nice balls into the box already tonight and has a couple assists as well on the year. That one played in. Larson going to take a turn and a big shot, but on the ground as Neves comes away with that save. And we'll start things for the Roadrunners.
Neves has well been tested all night long, but coming away with another beautiful save like she did in the first half, making it 3 on the night.
Now, Bakersfield breaking out, but Edwards right there to stop the break for a moment, then the quick throw in, taken into the corner again. Bakersfield back to the top of the box. That one played in, headed away, and now bicycle kicked out of play by Hannah Edwards. Another throw in coming for Bakersfield. Over everybody's head, that's going to go off of Esther Toth. And now Babb, Iron Shad, and McGee check in for Bateman, Torres. And it looks like Haley Bostard will come off as well.
Both coaches on their feet.
Roberts going to take that away for a moment. Look to turn and get it out, but Bakersfield right back on the ball and then dribbles it. Runs out of space, out of bounds.
You can see Coach Leader down there. Now he takes the seat.
Anderson finds Babb off a deflection. Babb will switch fields with it. It's going to find Iron Shad. Now picked up by Sandra Hill, and the Lopes looking to keep an attack going. Larson looks to make a turn. Babb's going to pick it up. Takes a big touch into the box, and Neves right there to pick it up once again. And the Lopes attack stopped short before a shot can come away once again by Andrea Neves, who's done a good job coming off her line all night long.
Definitely a dangerous situation for Bakersfield. Danny Babb almost securing that ball. And I think everyone knows what happens when Danny Babb gets the ball.
Picked back up by the Lopes. That's going to be played for Emma Anderson. Anderson's going to switch fields, looking for McGee. McGee not going to get there, out of bounds. Bakersfield throw in.
About 30 minutes to go in half number 2. Lopes still trail by 1. Really need to come away with another goal to secure at least a draw tonight.
That one played out of bounds by the Lopes.
And as we mentioned before, big game for Bakersfield, trying to secure their spot in the tournament. This is their last opportunity. It's now or never for Bakersfield. So the pressure is definitely on them.
It's Bakersfield gonna pick up the throw in. So they're gonna go long. Edwards gonna win it for a moment, then it's played back for Ferguson, who's gonna drop it all the way for Lauren Garthwaite.
Coming far away from her goal there.
Garthwaite sends that one up. Looking to find Larson and Babb, but it'll bounce over Larson's head and then be played up and out of bounds by Bakersfield. And the Lopes going to pick up another throw-in. And will bring on Remy Deutsch at the next available moment. As this one picked up by Bakersfield and then played out wide, and now looking to send one through. Cuts back to the middle. Bakersfield takes a shot, takes a couple deflections on its way through, and they're going to pick up the rebound on the far side, but it's taken away by Roberts and then cleared. But Bakersfield picks it right back up and will look to reset their offense. It's the Lopes trying to defend and get it out, and they do. They're going to find Babb up top. Babb makes a nice spin move around her defender, trying to pick up the loose ball now, but recovered by Bakersfield. And no foul call as the Lopes bench just erupted.
Interesting, no foul called there. It looked like she grabbed Danny Babb, spinning her around.
Bakersfield picks it back up, looking to play one through. Roberts right there pokes it away. Bakersfield picks it up again, then a collision between a couple of teammates, but they're able to keep the ball and get one through. Garthwaite comes off her line to make the save. And Lauren Garthwaite does a good job. Got a good jump on that pass before Bakersfield could do any damage. And now we'll look to boot one away and get it long for GCU.
Let's take another look here at that beautiful sliding save by Lauren Garthwaite, being the stellar freshman that she has. Career high of over 89 goals this season. Wow. Starting and playing all the games that the Lopes have faced up against this season, breaking in 4 wins for her team. Wow. And I have to mention getting Wack Defensive Player of the Week a couple weeks back.
Bakersfield looking to go short side, but out of bounds, as it looked like the Lopes were trying to catch Bakersfield in an offside trap, but Sandra Hill on the far side kept everybody on and got that Bakersfield attack going, as now Remy Deutsch checks back into the game for GCU up top, looking to get that speed along with Danny Babb. She'll come in for Michaela McGee. So Garthwaite gets another goal kick opportunity. She'll send that one deep, but just to that front circle at the midfield stripe on the defensive side of the field for the Lopes. And now Bakersfield will look to send one through again, looking to beat Roberts. And Roberts going to do a good job to get that one off of the Bakersfield attacker and win another throw in for the Lopes. And she will get set to throw it in. Roberts' pass into the middle is an errant one, and Bakersfield picks it right back up. Taken away by Hannah Edwards. Edwards looking to chip one away, but cannot do it successfully, as now she's going to pick up a foul. And it doesn't look like there's going to be a card out of the referee's pocket on that one, but Edwards going to have to be careful after that hard foul. Take another look at this one. Just got underneath as the Bakersfield was trying to make a run. She fouled Sophie Freeman there.
The pressure is being put on Lauren Garthwaite once again.
Dana Neff gonna take this free kick for Bakersfield. Send that one into the back post, headed away by GCU. Now the Lopes have a chance to reset. Taken away by Deutsch in that corner. Deutsch looking to get it away. Taken away by Bakersfield. Play back into the middle and then cleared away by the Lopes. Larson gets enough of it's deflected away for a moment all the way to midfield, and now headed by GCU, and Roberts has to be careful, and she'll just do the smart, safe thing and boot it out of bounds on the sideline for another Bakersfield throw-in. And another long throw-in set up for Bakersfield. One of the better ones they've had tonight. Garthwaite deflects it, but they'll say it went out of bounds before it came back in, and a goal kick or a corner kick coming for Bakersfield there. 4th on the night.
Lopes defense is going to need to step it up right here.
Dana Neff's going to take this corner kick for the runners. Looking to add on to their 1-0 lead. Front post bounces around, can't get a settle to it, and that's going to go out of bounds. Or it'll stay in just barely. Good hustle from Bakersfield to keep that in play. Still in play now, trickling that sideline. Now it's going to go out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick for the Lopes. That ball just did not want to go out of bounds on that play.
Staying right on that line, not something you normally see.
There's got to be some on the field down there keeping that ball in bounds on that end line. As now that goal kick will be taken. And Hill's going to pick it up, and it's a foot race to the loose ball. She'll win it. Looking to make a turn. She finds Remy Deutsch, who gets it back into the middle. Deutsch can't get a touch to it first, but Bostard able to win it back and get it to Hill. And now the Lopes will play it up. Ironshad picks it up now. She'll play it out wide. Takes a deflection. And that one's going to get out of bounds. And GCU's going to pick up another throw and take another look at that corner kick that bounced around and just happened to stay in play just barely. And then Lopes now setting up their throw in into the middle. Lopes pick it up, play it back. Looking to make a move. On the outside is Haley Bostard. She'll take a turn and a long shot. Neves going to scoop it up on the diving stop. And we'll start things once again for Bakersfield.
Really nice attempt there, though, from the Lopes. Looks like a bit of a trick shot. So we take another look here. Doing a full spin before sending that far left of the post.
Lopes pick up another throw in as Darian Tatum going to get ready to check in for Bakersfield. Collision in the box, headed away. Out of bounds, Lopes can get another throw in, so Bakersfield's still waiting on that substitution. Lopes go with a quick throw in. Played back and sent in. Chested down. Lopes can't get a turn. And now it's cleared away, but only as far as Ferguson, who will get it to Hill, who will bring the ball down and find Bostard. Sophia Roberts now with it, looking to beat her man. She will into the corner, looking to run this one down. Go out of bounds, goal kick, and now Tatum, number 13, will come into the game for Bakersfield.
Only 20 minutes to go in half number 2. Lopes still down by 1. They're going to need to step it up right here. In a bit of a dangerous situation here. Bakersfield really wanting to come away with their win and secure that spot for the WAC championship next week.
Ferguson can't win it, but Hill will. And will find Hannah Edwards. Edwards into the middle, finds Ironshad. Ironshad, big through ball, looking for Danny Babb, just a little bit too strong. And Neves will pick it up. Another good attack and a good idea from GCU on that one, just a little bit too heavy on that pass. As Bakersfield picks it back up, and a foul on Haley Bostard and the Lopes, and a free kick coming right in front of the U in midfield for Bakersfield. As another substitution for GCU gets set to come in.
Definitely a lot of aggression picking up in half number 2. Now 9 fouls on the night.
Noah Johnson getting ready to come back in for the Lopes. Number 23 for them. That one's going to be sent into the post and headed back to the middle. Got another touch to it, but out of bounds, and a goal kick coming. And Johnson will come into the game now for Grand Canyon.
That was pretty risky. That last play,
So Bostard checks out of the game this time for Grand Canyon, as that one's going to be booted away well past midfield and then taken back by Bakersfield, looking to break out. Pass played a little bit behind, and now that through ball is going to be too strong and out of bounds, and a goal kick again for Lauren Garthwaite. Garthwaite gets set, and she will send this one deep to midfield. Larson can't get there first, but Johnson picks it up. You know, Johnson plays it out wide, looking for Remy Deutsch. Deutsch gets that one off of the defender, and the Lopes are going to take another throw in near the platform at midfield. It'll be quickly thrown in and then turned back over to Bakersfield.
When you look at the Wack standings, Bakersfield and Grand Canyon are definitely comparable, both having 3 Wack wins and 4 Wack losses, both totaling 9 points altogether. However, Bakersfield on a winning streak of 1, Grand Canyon on a losing streak of 1.
Another foul called on the Lopes and Cameron Larson, as that one's going to be taken quickly out wide. Now Bakersfield looking to start another attack, as they have dominated possession here in the second half, as the Lopes had a lot of the possession in half number 1.
And that's not what you want to see if you are the Lopes. You want to take possession in the second half, securing those goals.
Played out wide. This ball's going to come in from the sideline. Head, ooh. That was a dangerous ball played in by Bakersfield and almost came away with a goal, as shot came just wide. Take another look at this one.
I can still hear the crowd roaring. Wow. Huge opportunity there. Bit of danger for Lauren Garthwaite and the Lopes.
Martinez, the one that got the shot away. And a good win by Bakersfield to keep possession on that one. Now played up as Roberts will take it away.
You can already see the physicality has shifted in the second half, especially as we're going into the final 15 minutes. There's an example right there, 2 players both being taken down.
As Deutsch going to get called for that foul, as Bateman and Bonchonsky will get set to come back in for the Lopes.
Up to 10 fouls on the night, already marking the 5 that we had in half number 1. Still 15 minutes remain.
This one played in. And a goal kick coming for Lauren Garthwaite, as Bakersfield wanted a foul and a penalty kick. Not a lot of contact down there in the box, as the referee immediately signaled for the player to get up, as Garthwaite will get set to take this goal kick. And I think the Lopes wanted their substitutes in on that one, but the referee did not allow for some reason, as Emma Anderson will get that one off of the defender of Bakersfield, as now Anderson checks out, along with Remy Deutsch, as Bateman and Bonchonsky come back into the game, as Roberts will take this throw in.
Assistant coach Mallory on her feet, not being very happy with the referee right now.
Roberts, return pass for Johnson. Johnson looking to find Bateman, who just checked back in over the head of Babb. Now the Lopes looking to win it back. Bakersfield picks it up in their own territory, and then that one will be sent long. Edwards going to win the foot race. Getting held, but comes away with it. Now she'll find Cameron Larson, who gets taken out from behind, in a foul on Bakersfield at the midfield stripe.
Cameron Larson has been taken down multiple times this evening. As we take another look here, being really tripped up face planning from Bakersfield.
Ball played on the ground. And that's going to go all the way to the end line, out of bounds. Goal kick coming for Neves. So just 12 minutes remain here in the second half. Bakersfield still with a slim 1-0 lead. Their win would propel them into the Wack tournament and New Mexico State's hopes of making it this year, as New Mexico State picked up the win, what they needed to do in order to have a chance to qualify, taking down UTRGV 3-1 before this game even kicked off, as Ironshad now picks it up and then turns it back over as this one bounces into the middle of the field, and now Bakersfield will clear it away, and Hannah Edwards will win it back for GCU, but Bakersfield picks it right back up on the errant pass, and then Edwards does a good job to step in front of that one. And now back for Roberts, can't keep it in bounds, and a throw in coming for Bakersfield.
And like we talked about all night long, this is an important game for the Lopes as well, as their seeding could be as high as number 4 for the WAC tournament, which is a good spot to be in. However, the loss tonight could make them number 6, all the way the very bottom seed, which if you want to secure a championship, it is hard to do so coming from the bottom seed, playing double the amount of games as someone who has a higher spot.
As the tie would make the Lopes the 5 seed and the loss the 6 seed, like you just mentioned, as that one's played through. Danny Babb can't quite get there, and it's slide tackled away and out of bounds. The Lopes going to pick up a throw in, and Babb's going to go quickly, and she'll get it right back. Babb does a good move to gain the corner. Danny Babb back into the middle, back to the top of the box, shots away, and Neves picks it up. Rebound almost got to Danny Babb. Hannah Edwards with a good shot on goal, but Neves comes away with a big save and then scoops up the rebound. Take another look.
Oh my goodness, huge opportunity there. Danny Babb almost stealing that ball and sending it far back, but Neves way to be on her feet down there, being tested tonight, working for her 5th save of the evening.
Out of bounds, goal kick coming for Lauren Garthwaite and the Lopes. So it looks like Garthwaite wants to go pretty quick for the Lopes this time before Bakersfield can really reset themselves. One headed back by Edwards. She's looking to win it in the middle of the field. She can't do it as that one's played out wide by Bakersfield. Here comes Bakersfield, and they really want to tack onto this lead and be able to pick up the 5 seed for themselves, as the win would propel them into that 5 spot. Roberts takes a little bit of a shot but stays with the ball. This time she gets rid of it. She'll find it up top, looking to find Johnson on the outside, looking to play Danny Babb too far, and Neves is gonna pick it up. And another good chance for GCU, just not able to beat Neves to the punch.
Huge opportunity there, almost securing the tie right there. I can still hear the crowd roaring with disappointment right now as you take another look. That ball going too far.
So that one takes a deflection. Neves picks it up, and we'll get things going. 8.5 minutes remaining. Lopes looking to put some pressure on and try and bring down Bakersfield and end their hopes and dreams with 2 goals. That would do it for the win and put the Aggies in the tournament. But Bakersfield at this point really trying to either add on to their lead or not give up more than 1, as they would make the tournament with that tiebreaker over New Mexico State. Johnson picks it up, played out wide for Carley Bateman. Bateman makes a move back into the middle. She'll play it back for Johnson on the outside. Johnson gonna keep it in. Good hustle. And now we'll look to play it up. And now a foul on the Lopes, deep in Bakersfield territory. So a free kick for them. Foul gonna be on Hannah Edwards.
As you take another look here, getting tripped up Is Bakersfield by Hannah Edwards.
That was Jasmine Bowman taking that foul from Hannah Edwards, as this will be Neff to take it for Bakersfield.
Only 8 minutes to go. Only 8 minutes for Lopes to secure a goal and at least end in a draw here. Looks like we might have an injured player down on the field for Bakersfield, as the trainer has been called out and is making her way down.
Toth will check in for Bakersfield, and that player will be jogging off the field.
Looks like that's going to be Ariana Harvey.
Number 4 for Bakersfield. Possibly just a cramp, as I saw her got stretched out in the middle of the field by a teammate before the trainer was called on, but I think she was coming out of the game anyway, as Toth just checked back in, so she'll get a chance to catch her breath now. Harvey on the sideline as Bakersfield turns it over, as the Lopes pick it back up and will look to start another attack. Turn it back over to the Roadrunners, and now they'll look to use some speed as they will drop it back to the defense and play that one back up. Hill can't quite get all of that one as it deflects off the side of her head and out of bounds. And Bakersfield will pick up another throw-in. We are under 7 minutes now remaining in half number 2. Both coaching staffs and both benches on their feet as this one comes to a close here at the Grand Canyon Soccer Stadium. That one's going to be deflected, and the Lopes are going to pick it back up. So another good defensive play as Hannah Edwards with the ball now in the middle of the field. She's looking to make a move. Edwards carries it out wide. She's going to send one deep, and it'll be right into the hands of Neves, who will play it at her feet for a moment as Bab will apply pressure. And now Neves will pick it up. Neves to punt. Bounces over Bateman, couldn't get a touch to it first. Hill is right there to slow down the Bakersfield attack, and she'll come away with the ball. Hill plays it in the middle, and that'll be back for Lauren Garthwaite all the way into the box. And she will switch fields as she slips, as she looks to get that ball out to Sophia Roberts. Back into the middle now. This is Johnson. Johnson looking to find the speedy Danny Babb. But again, just a little bit too far as Neves will scoop it up.
About 5 minutes remaining in half number 2.
Roberts clears it away. Edwards gets a touch. It'll find Bonchonsky. Bonchonsky looking to set something up for GCU. This one will be played into the box. Touched by Larson, and then a collision in the box. No foul going to be called. Edwards and Larson looked like they collided a little bit along with a Bakersfield defender. Another good attack from GCU, and that one's going to be punted away.
As we take another look here, another huge missed opportunity from the Lopes, which seems to be the repetition all night long. So many great scoring opportunities, but unable to take the shot and put it on goal tonight.
Carried into the corner now. Roberts gets it away, and a throw in for Bakersfield, and another substitution as Sasaverovic will come back into the game for Bakersfield.
And going into the Wack tournament, shots on goal is what the Lopes are going to need to focus. Defensively, they are a pretty strong team, so being able to score is where they're really struggling at.
They've put 6 shots of their 14 on goal tonight. Unable to put it in the back of the net so far. 4.5 minutes remain. That one headed back into the hands of Lauren Garthwaite. And she's going to roll it out quickly for Carley Bateman. Bateman looking to go fast for GCU. She'll play that one up into the corner for GCU on that far sideline. It'll be knocked away and now out of bounds. Lopes pick up a throw in.
And as you mentioned, the Lopes are really great at creating their own opportunities to score.
That one picked up by GCU, looking to switch fields. Takes a deflection. Bonchonsky looking to win it. It's going to stay with the Lopes. Larson will throw it in over Babb's head. And now taken away by Bakersfield, and they got a little bit of space. Hill played for Roberts. Roberts for Larson. Larson back for Roberts. 3.5 minutes remaining for the Lopes, looking to find a late equalizer. That one going to be played out wide for Nia Bonchonsky. Bonchonsky looks to send one in, slide tackled away, and then cleared out of bounds. Another throw in for the Lopes.
You can hear the Bakersfield fans roaring tonight.
Good defense by the Roadrunners again. Played into the corner of the box. Larson picks it up, and then an errant pass for Bonchonsky, and Bakersfield will get another throw in. Bonchonsky heads it away. Kept in on that sideline, then back to Sophia Roberts. Lopes still threatening with 2.5 minutes remaining. Edwards can't quite get around her defender, and now Bakersfield looking to break out. Edwards deflects that one out of bounds, and a Bakersfield throw in with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second half of play. Bakersfield still clinging to a 1-0 lead. Time running out on the Lopes as Bakersfield looking to make the tournament. They would with this result. Toth carrying into the corner, taken away. And now Bakersfield going to take their time. And the clock's going to stop as the referee will hurry a Bakersfield player to take that throw in.
Only 2 minutes remaining in half number 2. Lopes still down by 1.
Out of bounds, Garthwaite going to pick up a goal kick, and she's going to set it down and look to go fast. And now Bakersfield does a good job to shift and recover, as now she's going to send that one away. Larson looking to run on to it. She'll get a header, but it'll be taken away by Bakersfield for a moment. Larson stays with it. And now foul on Cameron Larson with 90 seconds remaining here. Garthwaite's going to send it back to the referee in Bakersfield quickly. And you know Bakersfield's going to take as much time as they are allowed here.
And Lopes are not going to want to waste any time right now.
Taken away by Bateman, but booted too far. And Bakersfield picks it back up. Turns it back over to the Lopes with 65 seconds remaining here in the second half. Cleared out of bounds, and a throw in coming for the Lopes. Bateman's going to have to go quickly. Turn by the Lopes, played into the box, back post. Bonchonsky there for a moment, deflected out of bounds, and a corner kick coming for GCU. They have 40 seconds left, and Garthwaite's going to come sprinting out of the goal. So nobody back for the Lopes as they are sending everybody up in the last 30 seconds. Looking to force overtime here in the final night at GCU Soccer Stadium. Played into the box, punched away. They still got 20 seconds. Everybody still up front for the Lopes. Ironshad from distance, and that shot's going to go wide, and it looks like that's going to end it for GCU with 10 seconds remaining.
And that right there is not something you see every day for collegiate soccer. The goalie running all the way down the field, trying to help her team out right now, but unfortunately, the Lopes were unable to come away with it tonight, finishing their last home game here at GCU Stadium with a loss.
So Bakersfield has punched their ticket to the Wack tournament in Seattle on Wednesday, seeding to be determined. So the Aggies' tournament hopes are going to be crushed as the Lopes unable to come away with a win here tonight. A 1-0 win for Bakersfield. They will advance to 9-1 on the season and 4-4 in Western Athletic Conference play, while the Lopes fall to 4-13-1 and 3-5 in Western Athletic Conference play. But Montana, a good game from the Lopes, and they had a lot of offensive chances, especially late in the second half.
Definitely, Kyle, and I'm looking to see, as Cal State University Bakersfield has now secured their spot for the tournament, I'm looking to see if these two teams are going to end up facing each other in Seattle next week. It's all going to determine on other teams' wins and losses, but the GCU Golf Course player of the game tonight is going to be Lauren Garthwaite. You saw her run all the way across the field to defend her teammate tonight, having 1 save on the night and only allowing 1 goal. She's had a tremendous freshman season, and I can't even begin to see what she's going to bring throughout her entire GCU career here.
Well, we thank you for tuning in, and that's it for women's soccer here at the GCU Soccer Stadium. Until next year, you can catch the men next Saturday as they take on UNLV and their regular season finale at 7 p.m. right here on GCU TV. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. For everybody here at GCU TV, for Montana Lambden, I'm Kyle Borg saying have a great night, a great rest of your weekend, and as always, go Lopes.